Hey guys, how's everybody doing? If y'all can hear me, type yes in the chat box and let me know that you can hear me. Jimmy says yes. So I know the sound's at least coming through to Jimmy. James says yes. All right, great. So the sound is working. You guys seeing the welcome screen? Is that coming through? There's John. John's on our call tonight. And Patricia. Patricia's here tonight. Great. Got some people showing up tonight. That's great. And Patricia sees the screen. Great. Okay. Well, guys, it's right at 8 o'clock, and I don't want to keep you guys too long. The holiday week, and I know everybody's got plans for the week, and it's kind of a busy week for everybody. I know it is for me as well. So we're going to jump right in here and get right started. I appreciate y'all coming out to the call tonight. As you know, I think most everybody's on the call has been here before. Jimmy says didn't have to re-register, just clicked on the link in the email reminder. Well, good. I wasn't sure what was going to happen because the email that it sent out said you needed to register, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen when you clicked the link. So that's good to hear that you didn't have to re-register. Anyway, for those that haven't been on the call, it's going directly out to Facebook now. We do know that. We discovered that last week. This is being broadcast instantly out to Facebook. This is my weekly Here to Help You webinar. I do these calls once a week on Monday evenings, barring that nothing's happened that keeps me from doing one. You know, some emergencies come up or sickness or my schedule got changed where I can't do one of these. But I try to do these every Monday night at 8 o'clock, and these are all just pitch-free training question answer sessions to give you guys a chance to come on here and I have some sort of presentation or a demo. I answered questions that I got through the week in either emails or the replay pages where it has the form on it. I did notice last week we didn't have the form on it. It used a question submit page, which I guess works about the same, but I didn't get any responses back, so I don't know if it worked for everybody or not. Did anybody watch the replay last week, and did you see the question box on it? I know I went to it and it was on mine, but I don't know if it was because I was logged in as admin or not. I don't know what everybody else saw from that page. Okay, so you didn't click the replay link. Did you get the replay link in the email? I guess that's the best question to ask. It was supposed to send everybody one. I hope it did. Not sure. Was it right after? I think it sends it out the next day, I believe. I meant to look at the schedule when it sends out that replay link, and I forgot to look at that. It's either, I'm pretty sure it's the next day it sends it out, but it might be 2 hours after the webinar ends. It's one of the two. It's supposed to send out a replay link. Tricia says she don't remember seeing one. Okay. Well, I'm going to make a note of that to check into that after the call and see what that schedule is for that replay link. Because I know it is supposed to send one, but I can't remember if it's 2 hours after the call or if it's the next day when it sends the replay link. But it is supposed to send one. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get you guys. Like I said, I don't have any questions from emails or the replay form. So this may be a short call tonight, but I think it's a call that you guys are going to like because we're going to talk about a new traffic source that's just got started. It's been around for a little while, about a year, but it's just been enabled to the public here in the last 3 months. Hi, Dana. How you doing? Okay, so what we're going to talk about tonight is Facebook Instant Articles. And like I said, it is a new traffic source that has just been turned on for fan page owners over on Facebook to be able to drive traffic through SEO and through people browsing and searching on Facebook. You all know for a long while now that Facebook has been wanting to compete with Google as far as being a real search engine, and they have come a long way in doing that, in that a lot of stuff is searchable on Facebook that never was before, and they have a lot of content over on Facebook that you can find now through their search mechanism. So they're giving Google a good run for their money. And like I said, they just recently stepped into the article database arena. Now, for many, many years, the last 3 to 5 years, article databases have pretty much died out in as far as the traffic that you get from them. They're still good for branding and, getting people used to your company and your products, but they don't drive the traffic that they used to. And the reason for that is because Google pretty much counts them as low authority sites now, even though there's still some that have, good page rank. Their article databases don't rank nowhere near like they used to. So that, a lot of the traffic through the regular article databases that we used to use no longer send us the traffic that they had. But Facebook has its own set of traffic, and they want more and more content to be in the Facebook website. So they've started their own instant article publishing mechanism for fan page owners. And like I said, it's just been turned on about 2 months ago, maybe 3 at the most, for the general public to use it as with their fan pages. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight is what this Facebook Instant Articles is, and then how you get started with it. So first off, what I want to say is the focus on this article database they've created, the Instant Articles, focuses on mobile users. For a long time now, we've known that over half of the traffic that Facebook gets is through smartphones and tablets. The desktop users are slowly dwindling down. It's right at the last stats I've seen on it, about 60% were mobile users and 40% were the desktop users. So Facebook created the Instant Articles platform strictly for mobile users. In other words, the people are using their smartphones and tablets. Now, articles that you publish on your fan page through this Instant Articles platform are still available to the desktop user, but it's not displayed in the same fashion. To a desktop user, all they will see is a link, a little post link in the fan page with a link going to the article back on your website where it's actually published. Facebook pulls the articles from the website, from your own website. So now, one of the things that hurt the article databases in Google and other search engines was the content that was being published there. Now, a lot of the article databases, had pretty strict guidelines and maintained as much quality in the content as they could, but then there were just tons of article databases that would accept anything. There was no review process, and they just let about anything be published there. And that's what got article databases in the de-indexing and low traffic ranking status with the search engines, because the content just slowly dwindled down to where the quality just wasn't good at all. And then, of course, the article databases that were doing a good job of trying to maintain the quality content, they took a hit for that as well. Now, Facebook is starting off right off the bat with wanting you to post good quality and engaging content. Now, they haven't made it specific yet or any details yet on how they review and what they're looking for in the articles when you post them, but we do know that they are looking for uniqueness. So publishing content that's been published all around the internet will not fly with Facebook. They want to have good content, and like I said, they like for it to be engaging content that people are interested in reading. And of course, if you're posting this to your fan page, you actually want to have good content to start with, because you want people to share and like your fan page so you can get more and more audience following there. Now, even though it's called instant articles, Facebook manually approves the submissions, at least in the very beginning when you first set up your account. They're going to approve your articles. Now, it's not been seen now yet, since it's so new, that after you've gained a reputation for publishing quality content, they will eventually just go instant. But for the time being, you initially have to submit a set of articles, and they manually approve those. And then from that point on, when you submit articles, they get also manually approved. And like I said, that may change in the future to where if you continue to publish, good quality content that they have no problems with, they may flag your fan page as one that can always be instant approval. So even though it's called instant articles, it's not as instant as the name suggests. There is still a manual review process. So here's the things you're going to need to get started with publishing articles on your fan page over on Facebook. First off, you're going to need 5 articles to start with. All new accounts have to submit 5 articles in the very beginning to even get the submission button to enable where you can submit articles. You have to submit 5 articles initially for them to manually approve. Now, these could be PLR, but if you did use PLR, you'd want to make sure that you rewrote them enough to they pass for uniqueness. You can use Copyscape.com to check your articles after you've rewritten them and make sure they pass the quality score there. If you take a PLR article and search a couple lines in Google and you see 200 or 300 listings for it, that article will not pass with Facebook. Your article could be in a couple of other places, like, they know you're going to publish articles to your blog and to other websites. They know you're going to do that, so having a few hits of it out on the internet is not going to be too bad for you. When you see 100 or more, or several hundred, those articles won't pass. So if you do decide to use PLR in the beginning or throughout the publishing, make sure that you do rewrite them enough for they pass uniqueness, and that, like I said, you could use Copyscape to check the articles and see how many hits that are found on the internet. As long as there's just a few, the content should pass. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a logo for your instant articles publishing tool configuration. The reason why they want this is they're going to post your logo above each one of the articles that get accepted. They want this image to be in PNG format, and the smallest size it can be is 690 by 132 pixels. And like I said, it has to be in the PNG format. I tried submitting a JPEG and they would not take that. It has to be in the PNG format. And the reason for that is because PNGs will resize a lot better than JPEGs or GIFs on a mobile phone. So that's the reason why they want it to be in the PNG format, so it will resize. The next thing is you have to have an SSL certificate on your website where your articles are stored. Now, this is, if you guys were on Facebook yesterday, you've seen where I went into Namecheap and bought an SSL certificate for one of my websites. I'm actually got some articles submitted now to Facebook in the approval process. You have to have the SSL capabilities from your website, because that's how Facebook is going to pull the articles back into your database, into your fan page, and display them out to the mobile users. It's been known for a long time, when you create an app now, they want you to have an SSL certificate on your website. Now, depending on what type of hosting you have, you may have SSL already available to you. I know if you've got a HostGator account, they've got an SSL certificate that everybody that has hosting with them can use. It's a great big long URL to use it, but it is available to you. But even if you don't have a hosting account that gives you a free SSL, you can get free SSL certificates out on the internet. Just do a search for free SSL and you'll find it, or you can go through your domain name registrar and get one through there really cheap. Just like I said, when I posted last night on the Facebook group, I discovered that I had one sitting in my account that I didn't even know that I'd had, been sitting there for nearly 5 years and had never been used. So, you may have one available through your hosting or your domain name registrar and not even know it. So you might want to check that before you go buy one. But installing the certificate is not really that hard. I know the hosting providers will give you step-by-step instructions on how to install one, and if you do have to purchase one from Namecheap or GoDaddy or somewhere like that, they will give you a step-by-step process on how to install it too. It takes less than an hour to install one. Now, certificates do have to be renewed each year, so you need to make a note of that, put it in your Google Calendar to remind you a week before it's due to renew it again. But if you are using one that your hosting company is providing, you don't have to worry about that. They will keep it renewed for you. All right, so here are the steps to getting started with Facebook Instant Articles and what you have to have set up and ready to use. The first thing is you're going to have a fan page. The whole idea behind the Instant Articles is to publish articles directly to your fan page that the mobile users see. Now, like I said, this this article that they publish there is for mobile users, but if a desktop user goes there, they just see a regular post with a link back to the article, and this link will be, an SSL link. Now, when you're creating this fan page, or if you have one that you're going to use, you want to make sure that it's completely set up. You've set a cover photo, and you've set a profile photo, and you went through the rest of the steps and, done all the initial settings for your fan page to be live. Because when you submit your first articles, the fan page that your article are linked to is going to become a part of the approval process. So if your page is not completed, not ready for public viewing, that will be one thing they would reply back to you and say you need to finish the creation of your fan page. It only takes about 15 minutes to set up a fan page, so that's no big deal really at all. Step 2 is you got to have a developer's account. You go to developers.facebook.com, and if you don't have an account, you can apply for one. They approve almost everybody. There's really no criteria to be met there to get a developer's account. It does take them about 24 hours to approve it if you don't have one. But if you already have one, you're just going to create a new app, and the app that you're going to create is not complicated at all. It's really just one of the simplest apps you can create. But your Instant Articles on your fan page will be using the Facebook app to make the connection between your website and Facebook. Step 3, and like I said, this is after you have the developer's account, you'll need to create a Facebook app. And all you have to really create, like I said, is a simple one that just basically just links back to your website domain and the URL. There's very little configuration you have to do with it. You can set up this app in less than 5 minutes. You can do a search on YouTube for create a Facebook app, and you'll see the simple steps for creating one. It's really, really simple. Step 4 is you got to enable Facebook Instant Articles on your fan page. Even though Instant Articles is available to every fan page, it's not enabled by default, and you have to enable it. So once you've created the app and you've got the secret key and then the private access key, then you can enable Instant Articles on your fan page. Step 4B, step 4 is really in like 3 parts. You got to connect Facebook Instant Articles to your website. You'll use the app that you created to authorize and connect your website to Instant Articles. It's just a simple process of clicking a couple of buttons and telling the Instant Articles platform to connect to your website through the Facebook app that you created. And then finally, with the third part of step 4, you'll connect the fan page to Instant Articles, and at this point, all it's doing is just asking you which fan page you want to enable Instant Articles on, and you'll see a list of all of your fan pages that you've created. You just select which one you want to start publishing Instant Articles to. Next, you need to take these 5 articles that you have, and you need to format them in HTML5 format. Now, HTML5 format is the format that's used for mobile smartphones and tablets. The HTML markup language is almost the same as regular HTML, but it's just a little bit different. It has some tags in it that the newer web browsers understand and all smartphones and tablets understand. If you don't have an HTML5 editor, you will need to use either a WordPress plugin or one of the softwares that's available for formatting to HTML5. After you have your articles ready, you have them in the HTML5 format, the next thing is just to submit the articles that you want to publish. Now, like I said, there are WordPress plugins you can get for free that do this. There's also standalone softwares. Just recently, Turbo Instant Publisher came out for doing this for you, and actually, that's one of the easiest programs to use for publishing to Facebook Instant Articles because it steps you through the whole process, each step at a time, and then once you've submitted it, it automatically submits them into Facebook for you. And all you'd have to do is go back to that your copy of Turbo Instant Publisher to submit any other articles. Now, the nice thing about any WordPress plugin or software to use, if later down the road you want to change something in the article, you want to update it with new information, or you want to add something to it, if you want to create links, add images, or add videos into the article, once you edit the article and save it, it will automatically contact Facebook to update the article over on the Facebook side of things. So it's not like you have to go into Facebook Instant Articles and delete the article. You can just re-update it, kind of like what you do with a WordPress post where you go back in later and update the post. It's almost exactly the same thing, except the second part of the process after saving it is it will contact Facebook, say, hey, there's a newer version of the article. You need to download this. What's happening here is you're publishing the articles to either your blog or your website, and Facebook is being notified that you've got a new article for their Instant Articles database, and they're going to your website and they're downloading and indexing that article into their database through the SSL connection. So it's really, really easy to do once you've gotten through the process of being approved. And like I said, this is a brand new traffic source, and this could bring you a lot more traffic, considering that a lot of people are going to be using this now. That's just now been turned loose for fan pages. Once you've done this, that's it. You're finished. Once you've submitted your first 5 articles, Facebook will either approve them or they'll make editing suggestions. And at that point, like I said, you can start publishing articles on some sort of a scheduled routine, maybe once or twice a week or a couple times a month, whatever your schedule might be, and you'll start getting traffic. Now, the good thing about these instant articles, the whole process is all linking back to your website. So any articles that you publish, they are going to have your website links available in them so that you will be able to drive traffic back to your website that the articles are being published from, and you could even link to other articles. Now, Facebook is also allowing you to place ads. If you sell advertising space on your blogs, you can actually place those ads inside the articles as well. Now, they only give you one spot in each article for this ad, but you can submit an ad that's outside of Facebook. They don't penalize you for doing that, for having ads that lead off of Facebook. They want the content over on their website. They don't mind having one link in the articles that, links out to something outside of Facebook. I imagine that they are going to have it open in a new window so that you still don't leave Facebook, is what I imagine they're going to do. I don't have any ads in the ones that I've published, but that's what I'm looking for them to do, is when I do start putting ads in there, they'll probably make it to where it opens up in a new window or a new browser to take you off of Facebook. But like I said, this is a brand new traffic source. It just came open to us. Facebook is dumping a lot of money into this. They're really wanting to make a go of this thing, and you're going to start seeing your keywords that you're optimizing your articles for show up in the search results over on Facebook once they start getting a good collection of them in their database. So this is something, that you want to take advantage of, since it is a brand new traffic source, and they are really lenient with it right now. As long as you're publishing good quality content that's not found everywhere on the internet, and you have a fan page, that's completely set up and ready to start taking traffic. This is, like I said, they're being really lenient for it right now. So, you need to take advantage of this while you can. They may get to down the road after you publish, a few articles, they start automatically instantly publishing your articles. But for the time being, at least with the initial 5, you do go through a manual review process with these articles. Jimmy's saying, okay, to use articles on my blog that I have previously linked to from my Facebook page. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Any posts you have on your blog that you already have, as long as, like I said, they're not PLR articles that, that can be found everywhere on the internet. If it's unique content that you've written for your blog, those could be your first 5 submissions. They could also be your future submissions too. When you post to your WordPress blog, if you're using one of the plugins that's available, like I said, you can go to wordpress.org and the plugins repository and do a search for Facebook Instant Articles, and you'll find, I think right now there's 3 of them available that you can use with WordPress that will automatically publish any article, anything that you post to your WordPress site over to the Instant Articles. Okay, so that was the training that I had for you guys tonight. Has anybody been using Facebook Instant Articles yet? I know it just came out, and there's just been some software is released for it. So, it's fairly new to everybody. Like I said, I just got started with it 2 days ago. Yesterday, I first got my SSL certificate for the website, and I've got 5 articles submitted now for approval. So I'm getting ready to give it a shot and see how well it works out. And I've got analytics turned on to see how much traffic it actually does send back. Can they contain more than one image or video? Yeah, you can have a post that is just a video if that's what you want. But yeah, you can have multiple images in it, and you can format them any way you want, because like I said, they're pulling it from your website. They're pulling the RSS XML format of the content from your website. So anything that you can publish in WordPress, anyhow you want, almost exactly the same over on the Instant Articles section of Facebook. They may have, a few discrepancies with, some of the HTML tags, but if your plugin that you're using formats it in HTML5 format, it should come out almost exactly the same over on Facebook. Troy says, never heard of it until tonight. In the training, I recommended that, the Turbo Instant Publisher is a good program to use. If you're a member of any PLR membership sites, it's now in all of those. You can download even the pro version from your PLR membership sites now. So if you don't have the plugins, or you don't have a WordPress blog that you want to, connect to Facebook, you can get that software from the PLR membership sites now and use that instead. Jimmy says, let us know when you have your articles accepted so we can see how it looks. I will. Once they get accepted, I'll send out an email and tell everybody to go check it out with their smartphones so they see what they look like. The only thing I'm questioning with my submission is they may not like the logo that I created. I noticed with all the other logos, they wanted them to be transparent on the background, and mine is not transparent. It's in the PNG format, but it's not transparent. So I have a feeling they may kick on that logo, but that's a simple fix if that's all they want. But like I said, it's a brand new traffic source. Facebook's dumping a lot of money into this. They realize that more and more of their traffic is going to be mobile traffic. So, they're created this just for people with their mobile devices. So you could start seeing, a lot of traffic to your website, especially as people go into Facebook and search for things and your articles show up in that search, because all fan pages are public. You can't make a fan page private. So your fan pages will get found in the search anyway. And if you have keyword optimized articles, those will be found in the search as well once they start indexing those in their search. Okay, well, guys, that was the training. Do you guys have any other questions on the training? Like I said, I don't have any questions that came in through the email because I think I messed up on the form. I didn't get the form on the replay page. I'm not exactly sure how you do that with this. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, it's going to be a very short call tonight. The only other thing I wanted to tell you guys about tonight before we leave, Jen says, would the fan page be a business or a personal page? It can be either. It could be any type of fan page that you create. They're not particular now with, they want more businesses to use it for sure, but even personal fan pages can use the instant articles too. The main thing they're concerned about with the articles is the quality of the content. That's the biggest thing that they're concerned with. So as long as you're using good quality content, yeah, your personal fan page would be just fine. Yesterday or Saturday, I sent out an email saying I was going to send out an email Sunday on some of the Black Friday offers that I have for this year. I actually have 3 different offers that are going to be ready for the Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend. One of them, I'm having to wait on Amazon to approve it. I'm actually going to publish a book that has a video training to go with it, and I'm waiting on Amazon to do the final approval on the book first. So that's why I didn't send out the email yesterday. I do want to give you guys first opportunity to get that book and the training at a discount as opposed to what the Black Friday pricing will be. So as soon as but Amazon approves that, I will send you guys out a link to it and the video that explains, what the training is all about. And it's actually another traffic source. I talked about this about a month ago that I was working on a new traffic source. This is what I've been working on, and I've been using it in a couple of other niches, and it's doing really well. So I created a physical book to go along with it and a video training to go along with it and some software tools for you to use if you're brand new to publishing over on Amazon. Like I said, I have 2 other offers that will be coming out for the Black Friday thing, but I don't want to talk about those right now because I don't have everything squared away for those yet. If you're a part of MobiFire Apps, you got a reminder email about the Cyber Monday deal that I do for MobiFire Apps on Cyber Monday each year. So you may have gotten that email today as well. If you're ever been signed up for MobiFire Apps, you should have gotten an email about that today. Other than that, that's all I got, guys. There's going to be lots of Black Friday deals. In fact, a lot of them have already started this week. We're seeing lots of emails now about things that are coming up and things that are already available. So you can look forward again this year to catch some really good prices on some things that you've been wanting for a while that maybe were a little bit out of your price range, that you may be able to catch some really good deals this weekend. And as I run across any of them, I'll post over in the Facebook group about them to let y'all know. And if you all run across any that are really good, you can post those over in the Facebook group too. I hear that AppSumo is going to be doing some this year. They usually do one or two, but I hear they're going to be doing several of them this year. So that'll be interesting to see what they come out with, especially if they do a Camtasia offer. Even though I already have Camtasia, if they do a Camtasia offer, you guys will want to jump on that as soon as you can, because it's rare that you see a Camtasia offer come from AppSumo. Okay, guys, well, that's basically all I had for tonight. Like I said, I don't have any questions that came in, so I don't have anything to report on that. I've told you about the offers that I have. As soon as I get the approval from Amazon, I'll send you guys out the link to the page and the video about that. And like I said, I have two other offers that are coming out Friday and Saturday, and then, like I said, the Cyber Monday deal. Girl says Black Friday started a few weeks ago, near as I can tell. Oh, it gets earlier every year, and it's really, I don't know why they're still calling it Black Friday. Might as well call it Black Week, because everybody starts on Sunday or Monday now sending out their offers, and they do it all week long, so it's no longer Black Friday. But I guess they still call it that because, you know, all of the physical brick and mortar stores still do, you know, the open up early and have really crazy deals at their physical stores. I guess that's why they still call it Black Friday. But most of the online outlets are doing it all throughout the week. I know I've gotten several this week already, starting since Saturday. Started getting, you know, emails about Black Friday deals. They called it Black Wednesday in the paper today. I wouldn't doubt it. Black November month. Yeah, there you go, Roy. That's probably what it should be. Not seeing the Facebook live feed tonight. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why that would be. Maybe I didn't select that this time in the configuration. I may not have selected that, because I found out with how you set up these recurring events is you go to a past event and you use that as the settings for a new event, is how that works. And it remembers everybody that went to the last event and automatically puts them into the notification thing and sends out an email about it. But like I said, the email that it sends out leads you to believe that you got to register for it. So that's why I told everybody, you know, you may have to register for this event. So, you know, apparently that's not true, because Jimmy said you're able just to click on it and come right in. So that's a good thing if that's the way they're going to handle it, because I don't particularly want everybody has to register for every event. But I don't know, maybe that's one of the settings that didn't copy over. Maybe I need to go in and do that manually myself. But one thing I do want to check is that follow-up email with the replay link. I meant to do that before the call tonight and see what the schedule is on it, but I forgot to do it. But I'm going to make a note of that to check that later tonight and see what the schedule is for that email to go out, because I would like to know if y'all get those emails. Roy says he didn't have to register tonight either. Good, that's great. I'm glad it's working that way, because that one we were using, I forget which one it was, you had to register for it every week. That was a pain to have to go look for an email with a different link on it every time. I hated that. Well, anyway, guys, that's all I had for tonight. I appreciate you guys coming. I'll see what I can do about on the replay, having the form to ask questions for next week. But, of course, you can always use email or over in the Facebook group, or if you have access to one of the private message boards, you can use that as well. So there are several different ways you can send me questions for next week, even though if it doesn't show up on the replay page. You guys have a great week and have a happy Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, be safe. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great night, folks, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Yep. Yeah, we are, Jimmy. Sure thing.